actually place it on the body, it's infusing the memory of that frequency into the body.
How we can attune and utilize the pyramids that have been placed upon our hands, how we can use them better to heal ourselves, to rid ourselves of old karmic blueprint, and to
Mhm.
send healing.
As we're going through this process, and especially with the light codes, and we're receiving more light, right, and more plasmic energy. So I want you guys to remember that light is filled with information. And whether it's the solar flares or these portals and these activations and the beings coming in, we are being completely bombarded with new information. And this information is easily received through certain places in the body more easily. And some of those places are the crown, the third eye, the palms of the hands, the bottom of the feet, the heart, and behind the heart. And so when we had that profound activation on Saturday, the Syrian elders came and they gave us these gorgeous gifts, right? So you're talking about the gifts that they gave us and the pyramids of light. And those pyramids of light are like appendages, right? They are a part of who we are that are dormant, then been reactivated. So, in order to start to use them more and utilize them, we need to just start to pay attention to them. So, you have five fingers, but you start to bring awareness to the energy on the palm and awareness of a pyramid being there. And you can kind of just play with the energy, and you can also start to find where the tip is to the pyramid and begin to attune to its energy and open it up and even bring it out and open the palms to the sunlight and invite the blue beings and the Syrian elders to infuse them and to amplify the energy in the hands. Now, once you start to feel the tingling in the hands and you start to practice with it, you'll notice like you're going off to sleep or you're not feeling well, you have a sore throat or a headache or whatever, that you start to build the energy, connect with the beings, and then you can literally take it and place it somewhere and it starts to create a light and it lights up the space and it begins to fill it with energy and it starts to create healing. So it's very basic and fairly intuitive what to do with it, but when we receive those gifts we receive them in many different places, and what that is us starting to become conscious and aware of us as beings that are going physically through an evolutionary process and becoming aware of energies and gifts that we were no longer conscious of. And simply just intending, placing your attention, focusing on that in itself is enough. And the more energy you give it, the more intention and time you spend with it, the stronger the capacity will be. So I've noticed I have had a tendency in my lifetime to have a lot of chronic illness, a lot of physical issues, and I've been doing so much better with that. And the couple things are for that reason. One, I am just not willing to be sick. I'm going to fix it. I'm just like not surrendering to it anymore in that way. I'm just like, okay. And I recognize that simply before going to bed, if it's something's coming on or coming in the morning, I just stop and I lay down and I go into my body and I just say, I intend and I know that I'm healthy, vital, radiant, and strong. And we know this, you guys, right? We've been taught this forever. But how much do we actually stop and go and lay down and do it and infuse the energy into our body and into our cells? So when you take that energy and you infuse it into the pyramids, it's amplified because it's also interacting with galactic energies and light frequencies. And so it's even amped up more. And then you take it and you actually place it on the body. It's infusing the memory of that frequency into the body. And so these are things that we can do that are really simple that support us during these times of change where we can truly make decisions that we are not going to subject ourselves to intense moments of dis-ease in the body, that we can recalibrate it and bring it into balance through our intention.